What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with some more SABATON. This time we're checking out Gott mit uns, and I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And right here, historical fact, as we recently started doing, led by King Gustav II Adolf, the Swedish army took on the Catholic League of the Habsburg Imperial Army on September 17th, 1631, in an open field near the village of Breitenfeld. The Swedes went into battle with the war cry, "Okay, God with us." See, this is why we go down here and read this, because it provides us context. After 7 hours of battle, 7 hours. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is a battle of resilience. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm expecting to hear some type of resilience type of theme concept or something in the song. And also probably going to be a little bit of, the type of religious tones that we've been hearing in certain SABATONs based off this Carlos Rex album. So let's go ahead, shut up and turn it up. God with us. Oh. There's something to be said whenever a metal band kind of opens up with the whole galloping type of feel, right? It's definitely there to kind of give you that action. But every time I hear the galloping, most of the time they're usually talking about war, right? I'm sitting there thinking about anytime I've listened to like a Metallica song or everything, and they've had like a galloping type of feel. That's quite interesting. I always think of war, and of course, as most of us always think of, like horses, hooves and stuff, is kind of galloping and stuff. Already getting us rocking, and Joachim ain't even said a thing.
Spreading out information. To the battle we march in the dawn. We're ready to die for a king. On the fields of Breitenfeld.
The mix on Joachim's voice. Oh, that's interesting. What am I to make of that?
For a king, on the fields of Breitenfeld.
It's like it's coming through a broken like radio, like he applied like some type of lo-fi effect to it. Huh? What's the meaning behind that? Okay, so here's why I think Joachim's vocals are mixed, because I'm sitting here thinking about it, like, why? The only thing I can think of is that this might be one of those tracks where the victorious kind of strumming and the motifs and the rhythms that's going on in the guitar, just the overall instrumentation for this this song might be a little bit more important, right, than the vocals standing out on top. Because I got a good pair of headphones on, and throughout my own type of production of the music that I'm doing, I started learning about mixing and mastering and the very nuances of production. And it's not that the vocals are not mixed properly, right? It's just it's different from what I've heard from SABATON before. So of course this is different. In my head, I gotta know why. And that's the only thing I could think of, right? Is that the instrumentation, in this case, the lyrics are just important, but the instrumentation is carrying more of an importance over here, right? The inspiration, the valor, the da 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 da. You right, the kind of the gravitas, if you will. I don't know what I'm saying, but you guys understand what I'm saying. I think that has more of an importance. So it's like it's slightly mixed, just a tad bit higher than Joachim's voice, and they added a chorus, I think, effect, or at least he doubled his vocals so that it could still fill out the space that it needs to fill out, so you can understand what he's saying, but they're not letting go of that guitar melody. Now, of course, as he starts singing, everything kind of takes like a back it takes like a back door, right? It sounds like we got pads or something, which is also important, right, for the theme of this song because it gives that ethereal vibes, but they continue with the same way that his vocals are still mixed the same way. And I think they're doing that for continuity, probably. Yeah. I think so. Okay, I've been thinking about it way too long. This is just what happens when I hear something different. I just gotta know why.
September the 7th, we filled their hearts with fear. 7 times the attack on that day. 7 times the retreated.
Hold on, y'all. Tell me something. Now, it's not just Joachim singing. Is Tommy singing with him? Somebody else is singing with Joachim. That's what's going on here. It's a joint effort. Oh, man, it's going to be racking my brain all day. Okay. That last part of that was it was going crazy. They just shredding all through the guitar. You know, one thing that as I'm listening to this, as I'm listening to the guitar, and as they're kind of hitting these sustained notes or these really long, drawn out notes, with not a lot of not articulation, but not a lot of fast moving parts. You know, I started thinking about in general, whenever you're listening to Christian music or worship music, right? Not even just Christian music, just worship music. You often find that a lot of that stuff is long drawn out chord progressions with long drawn out, notes that's being played, nothing super fast until it gets to the end. You know what I mean? When you kind of get to the end of your worship and everybody's kind of really feeling it, and that's when it starts picking up. That's what that solo reminded me of. Isn't that interesting? I hear that continuously throughout all types of worship and music. And I like to think that that solo is kind of a little bit of a nod to it. Of course, that might be just me reaching, like I always do when I'm doing some reactions to SABATON. That's the fun of it, man. Music just, it speaks different languages to everybody that's listening. Drums. It's catchy. It's very catchy. So a lot of you guys told me that, they actually have this entire album that's recorded in Swedish, right? Their native tongue. And now, ever since you guys told me that, and I'm sitting here and I'm listening to the English version, I often wonder, just how off does it sound? Because obviously translations don't work the same, especially when it comes in song format. You might find that you need to squeeze a couple of words in there or speak in a more general sense in order to translate from Swedish to English, right? And I'm not really sure if in the Swedish language, if you can say a lot more than what you would in English and Swedish and with shorter phrases that I'm not sure about. Because that's all I've been thinking about. Like, am I listening to, and I'm probably not listening to like the true sense of this song, right? And I don't mind doing some reactions to some of the Swedish versions of these songs. I just got to pick out which one. Because generally on this channel, I don't like to do a reaction to the same song. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't mind listening to at least one of these songs in Swedish. So y'all let me know if I was to check out a song on this album that's in their native tongue, which one I should check out. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.